Unveiling the most dangerous men in the world, exploring their notorious impact. Once upon a time, there existed a group of men who were known as the most dangerous men in the world. These individuals were shrouded in mystery, their identities concealed by the shadows they cast. No one knew their true names or faces, but the world trembled at the mention of their notorious reputation. These men operated outside the realms of law and order, orchestrating chaos and playing puppeteers in the global stage. Their influence reached deep into every corner of society, from politics to organized crime, and they were feared by governments and criminals alike. The first among these enigmatic figures was known as the Strategist. He possessed a brilliant mind and unmatched tactical skills. His ability to manipulate events and individuals made him an unseen force, capable of toppling governments with a mere whisper. Some believed he was a myth, a legend created to explain the inexplicable. Next was the Enforcer, a towering figure with a past marred by violence. He was the epitome of brute force. His physical prowess was unmatched, and his mere presence struck fear into the hearts of even the most hardened criminals. It was said that he could break a man's will with a single stare. Then came the Puppet Master, a master manipulator skilled in the art of deception. His ability to control others through blackmail, bribery, and coercion made him a formidable adversary. With a network of spies and informants, he held the strings of power, pulling them at will to shape the world as he pleased. Finally, there was the Shadow, the epitome of stealth and secrecy. No one had ever seen his face, and whispers of his existence were only shared in hushed tones. Rumors swirled that he could be anywhere at any time, striking fear into the hearts of those who opposed him. He was a ghost, leaving no trace behind. Each of these men operated independently, driven by their own motives and ambitions. Yet, they occasionally crossed paths, their actions interweaving in a complex dance of power. Some believed that they worked together, forming an alliance that kept the world teetering on the edge of disaster. However, their reign of terror was not without opposition. A group of courageous individuals known as the Sentinels had dedicated their lives to uncovering the truth behind the most dangerous men in the world. They sought justice, determined to expose the hidden faces of these powerful figures and bring an end to their reign. The clash between the most dangerous men and the Sentinels was a battle of wits, strength, and resilience. It was a battle fought in the shadows, where alliances were tested and loyalties were shattered. Lives were lost, sacrifices were made, and the fate of the world hung in the balance. In the end, the line between good and evil blurred, as both sides were consumed by their obsessions. The most dangerous men, once feared and revered, found themselves facing their own demons, haunted by the consequences of their actions. In a world dominated by darkness and deceit, the true power lay not in the hands of the most dangerous men, but in the hearts of those who dared to challenge them. The struggle for justice continued as new heroes emerged from the shadows, ready to face the daunting task of dismantling the legacy of the most dangerous men in the world. And so, the story goes on, an eternal battle between light and darkness, with the fate of humanity hanging in the balance.